Here are some of the things that you could use for your base. You could just use an empty bottle this is balsamic vinegar, or you could use a glass bottle, or you could actually use a plastic water bottle, or you could just roll up some flyers and newspapers and use that. And today I'm going to use this. Just place some wax paper down on my surface. But first I have taken a wet cloth and I have wet my surface so that the wax paper will cling nicely. So to start out, you're going to use some newspaper, and you're going to make sure that it's the right length for your project piece. And I've rolled this up and I've placed some masking tape. I'm going to use this section that's smooth as the front of the cloak. So I'm going to make sure that I plan that when I place this piece down. And I'm going to have this sheet of paper folded in half. I'm using a very large brush because it just makes everything easier. And I have my mixed up flour and water, or you could use some diluted white glue. Okay, so I'm just going to spread my flour and water paste all over this, and I'm going to fold it back and close it like that. And I'm going to apply another coat. I'm going to use the fold as the bottom because it will have more stability. So I'm going to place this section down on my paper, lining it up with the bottom, and I'm going to bring this over to the center, and I'm going to gather it up like this. I'm going to do that with the opposite side as well. And I'm going to leave some space here in the center so that you can see the undercloak, and I'm going to gather it up. And I have done that. And I neglected to mention that I crumpled up some paper and just taped it on the top to have a more rounded shape for the head. So I have just one sheet here, and again I'm going to spread my flour and water paste. I'm going to fold it in half, apply some more paste, fold it in half, apply some more paste, and now I'm just going to roll it like that, and I'm going to twist it. Now I'm going to line it up on the bottom, and I'm going to glue that to the front, and I'm going to do that on both sides. Okay, so I've done that on both sides. Make the arms. Start with a sheet of paper that's the correct length for the arms. Apply the glue. Roll it up into an open tube because you want this open for the sleeves. So you're going to roll that up like that, and then you can just gather up that top part and tuck it underneath this jute that you have tied here. Like that. Now you have an arm. Okay, so I've now placed an arm on one side and I have an arm on the other side. Start with 2 sheets of newsprint. Apply the glue. Now fold this into a triangle. Apply glue. We're going to bring this figure down, fold up the top piece so that it extends past the head, and bring these 2 points down between the arms and the center front of the frock, like that. And apply some glue and tuck that down. Now you can flip it over, apply some glue, and fold this section down, apply some glue, and do the same on the opposite side, like that. Okay, so now this is how it looks. As you can see, we have our 2 rolls down the front. We've put the cloak attached to the body. These are the 2 sleeves. So now I'm going to make some hands. Sorry, I'm having to redo this section because it didn't record the first time. So to make the hands, just start out with any size of a sheet of newspaper. Apply some glue. Fold it in half and fold it in half. Just keep folding it as much as you need to until you get down to approximately 3/4 of an inch. And then just tear off a piece like this, fold it in half like that. This way you'll have a little opening if you want to put something in the hand. You're going to then dip the end into your glue and then just slide it up into the sleeves and glue it in there. Okay, so I've put hands on both sides of the figure. And at this point you're going to set it aside to dry, or you can speed it up in the oven at 200 degrees for about half an hour. When your figure is dried, base paint it either white or black. If you would like it to be a little bit stronger, add some glue to your black or white paint. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I have base coated my entire figure in black. In any place, go into all the little crevices, because any place where you can see a newspaper, you're going to be able to see it when this item is finished. And now you're going to allow that to dry. I usually cut a piece of cardboard when I'm totally done. I glue it on the bottom, but if you're going to leave this exposed, then you should paint all of this in black as well. I'm going to proceed to painting it, and I'm going to move along fairly quickly because you can always refer to my other video on how to paint. And in the same manner as I did when I painted my Santa face, I do not want to cover all of the black because that is going to act as shadow. Like that. Okay, so now that the figure has dried, I have really watered down some gold metallic paint, and I'm just going to do a light coat on the entire figure. Like that, and it'll show more tomorrow when it has dried. Okay, this is the following morning, and this figure has been drying overnight, and it's good and solid, but it will take probably a week to totally cure. So now I'm going to show you how we're going to bring this to life. So here are the faces that we made. We made this one first, and then we've just made, these are the most recent ones we made. And as you can see, we could add this face in here. We could add this face. And I think I'm going to add this face. So I'm going to get started and show you how to do that. Okay, so I'm going to take this face. I would put some hot glue or some white glue all over the back. Open up the hood. Tuck this inside. And make sure it's all glued down. And there you go. That's how easy it is to make a standing Father Christmas or Santa figure. Make sure you subscribe because I'm working on a video to show you how to make this cute glittered bird and this cute, quaint looking Father Christmas figure.